Each week, U.S. Bank brings us stories of athletes who have overcome adversity in their lives to become future leaders.
Aubrey, our future leader tonight is Serra quarterback Luke Bottari. Luke was crushed last year when a great friend took her own life. The tragedy moved Luke to take action to try and stem the tide of teen suicide. With a clap, Luke Bottari sets his team's play in motion. The starting quarterback for the Serra Padres is a leader on and off the field. Luke led the Padres to a state title last season and is returning for his senior year. Last season coming just a few months after the suicide death of a former girlfriend, someone dear to his heart, a girl who was a big part of his life.
Throughout my life when we were growing up and she became my girlfriend, she was one of my biggest supporters at the time. She always pushed me and kept me on track, kept me focused, and she was just like a bright light of happiness.
Luke says he's still hurting from the loss, playing last season with a heavy heart.
I couldn't even describe to you what I was going through, just because I didn't even know what to feel. It was like sadness, anger, like what could I have done like better? It was just all those mixed emotions.
So Luke decided to do something about it. He wanted to make a change, to find a way to keep other teens from suicide.
The reason I started Play for Prevention is because, first of all, I wanted to honor her memory by doing this nonprofit and doing all these events. But second of all, I didn't want anyone to go out like that again.
Luke talked with his coach, who told him, if you're going to do this, you should do it big.
Let's make a big difference. I mean, if his heart and soul is into it, I thought maybe if we can galvanize, not just his interests and his desires, but a lot of people around him, a lot of business people, then perhaps we can't just maybe not affect 10 people or 20 people or 30 people, maybe thousands of people across the country.
Luke also got lots of help from his mom, and he went to work. A website went up, and during the season, Luke would talk at other schools, in classrooms, and at games. It was a lot.
Time management is huge for me. I can't go off track by 5 minutes, either sending an email or meeting with someone or going to practice like I'm out here. I can't get off track with time management, so just staying on, I have a schedule every day that I write down, and I write down what I need to do every day.
Luke is experienced at being a leader. Luke's goal is to have his nonprofit, Play for Prevention, be a leader in getting teens to talk to each other about suicide.
The big purpose for my nonprofit is to save lives and impact people and release the stigma of suicide. Simply put, that's it. That's what we want to do. We don't want to see anyone go out like that. People
react differently in tragedies like that, and some kids or families might clam up and go into a shell, and which is a natural response. But Luke's reaction was the opposite. It was, what can I do to ensure that something like this would never happen again?
Luke keeps promoting Play for Prevention, producing a public service announcement this past month. The pain from the death of his friend will never go away. What keeps Luke positive is knowing he might help another teen stay away from suicide.
Even when it seems like you're alone, even if you are literally alone, you're not. There's always people there to support you, whether it's your parents, your family, your cousins, your friends, teammates. There's someone that loves you out there and cares for you, and don't give up. Don't be afraid to talk to your friend about it, because I know that they'll be there for you.
So we helped Luke produce a PSA to get the word out about Play for Prevention. We'll show you that in just a little bit, but great kudos to Luke for doing this. I know it meant a lot to him, but it's going to mean a lot to teenagers all over the Bay Area and all over the world.
And for all of his work, Luke is actually our Be Human inspirational student athlete this week.